Myself Dr. S. Ali from Sri Ram Swaroop Memorial College of Engineering and Management, Lucknow. I am going to deliver a lecture on vector integration, and in this lecture we will discuss the line integral and curve integral. In this we will cover vector integration, curve integrals and application of line integrals. At the end of this lecture you will have an ability to evaluate integral of vector functions along any curve. So, let us start with the definition of the vector integration. Ordinary integrals of a vectors. If r is a vector point function of a scalar variable u, then we can find d by du derivative of r with respect to u as r dash u. Then r dash u here r vector r, this vector r is called the indefinite integral of r dash u, and it is written as integral r dash u with respect to u, which value becomes r u plus a constant vector c, which is independent of u. So, in this way we define the indefinite integral of any vector point function of a scalar variable u. And if we take vector r in terms of components form, that is r 1 plus r 2, r 1 I plus r 2 j plus r 3 k, then its integral becomes I r 1 with respect to u plus j integral r 2 with respect to u plus k integral r 3 with respect to u plus constant vector c, which is independent of u. Now, here we can see that the vector integration of a vector point function reduces to the evaluation of ordinary real integrals. Here all these integrals are real integrals. So, it is very important that the vector integration reduces to the real integral when the vector function is given in components form. And now, if the variable u is defined between a and b, then the integral from a to b of r dash u du becomes r u from a to b, which value is can be found by putting upper limit and lower limit like this. Its value will be r b minus r a, and this is called the definite integral of vector point function r of a scalar variable u. So, in this way we define the vector integration of any vector function of a scalar variable u. Now, let us see the line integral. Line integral is also known as curve integrals. Actually, any integral evaluated along any curve c, any integral evaluated along any curve c, say this is the curve c, this is curve c. So, any integral evaluated along this is called line integral, and this c is called the path of integration along which we find the integration. So, in fact, we evaluate the integral along the curve. So, it is appropriate term to use, it is very appropriate to use the curve integral instead of line integrals, but in general we use the terms line integrals, but most appropriate term will be curve integral. So, either we have to say curve integral or line integral, generally we say line integral, but most appropriate term is curve integral, because we find the integral along any curve, not only along the line, but along any curve. So, if f is taken in terms of components form like this, f 1 I plus f 2 j plus f 3 k, which is a vector point function of position, which is a vector point function of position defined and continuous along the curve c. This function is defined and continuous along the curve c, that the integral of f along with respect to the arc length along the curve c is a f dot t a to b ds, and here if we see this is the curve c, this is the point p and this is point q. If this is any point from which you can see this, this is vector r this is r plus del r, and this is the chord p q which is del r. So, if r is a function of t, if r is a function of t, then if q tends to p, if this q tends to p, then this chord p q will be tangent at p, and the vector dr by dt will be the tangent vector at this point p. And if we consider the arc p q as del s, then unit tangent vector along the tangent at p, the unit tangent vector t becomes vector dr by ds. Unit tangent vector becomes dr by ds like this. This is the unit tangent vector along this. So, if this is the curve, there is a point, this is the vector f and this is the t cap, then the integral of this along the curve C will be f dot d f dot t ds along the curve C, and if we put the value of t as dr by ds, then the integral becomes f dot dr along the curve C, and this is the line integral of vector f along the curve C, and here C is the path of integration. This C is the path of integration which I have already discussed here, the path of integration. So, this C is the path of integration. If you find the integral along the curve C from the point A to B, if you want to evaluate the integral along this path C from this point to this point, then this integral becomes a b f dot d ds. If we put the value of t in terms of t is equal to dr by ds, then its value becomes a to b f dot dr. This gives the evaluation of line integral from the point A to B along the curve, along this curve C. So, finally, this is the line integral of vector f along the curve C from the point A to B, and this is the general term, the general integral of vector f along the curve C. Now, if vector f is given in components form like f1 i plus f2 j plus f3 k, then f dot dr, here f dot dr becomes f dot dr is equal to f1 dx, f1 I plus f2 j plus f3 k dot dr is r is nothing but vector r is nothing but x I plus y j plus z k. So, dr is I dx plus j dy plus k dz. So, when you find this dot product, then you will get value as f1 dx plus f2 dy plus f3 dz. So, f dot dr can be expressed in terms of this integral along C, that is f1 dx plus f2 dy plus f3 dz. Now, so we see that the line integral is f dot dr along the curve C, where C is the path of integration. Now, if f is force, if f is a force acting on a particle which moving along the curve C, which moves along the curve C, then the line integral represents, this line integral represents the work done by the force F. So, if you want to find the work done by the force from a point A to B, then we have to evaluate integral from A to B f dot dr. This will give the work done by the force from the point A to B, by the force F. If if a particle moves from here to here by acting the force F, then work done by the force will be evaluated as A to B F dot d r. With the help of this expression, we can evaluate the work done by the force. Next, if C is simple closed curve, what is the simple closed curve? Means the curve does not intersect itself, like this is a simple closed curve, this is a simple closed, this is a simple closed curve like this, this is a simple closed curve, this is a closed curve, and but this is not simple closed curve because this curve intersect itself. So, if you consider C as simple closed curve, if you consider the simple closed curve, then the notation of line integral becomes in this form, that is we write like this, we write like this, that is notation of integral becomes this. If we write in this form, it means the curve is simple closed curve, that is path of integration is closed. And in this case easily we can write if the vector f is given in terms of components form, then its value becomes f 1 dx plus f 2 dy plus f 3 dz. Now, if f is velocity, if vector f is represented the velocity, vector f is velocity represented by the vector f, in this case if we evaluate the f dot dr and its value becomes its value is represent the circulation of f around the curve C. In this case the line integral represents the circulation of vector f around the curve C, and if we evaluate the f dot dr along the closed curve C and its value becomes 0, its value becomes 0. In this case vector f is conservative, in this case vector f is conservative, and if vector f is conservative, it means the energy is conserved and no work is done. It means vector f is conservative, it means no work is done. Now, so these are the application of the line integral. With the help of these expressions we can find the different application of the line integral. Now, let us solve some problem of the line integral. So, let us consider a question, evaluate this y dx y square dx minus 2 x square dy along the curve C, where C is the parabola y is equal to x square from this point to this point. So, here you can see that this is x axis, this is y axis, and we have to evaluate integral along the parabola y is equal to x square. So, this is the parabola y is equal to x square from the point 0 0. So, here this is the point 0 0 and 2.24. So, say this is the point 24. So, we have to find the integral from this point to this point along this in this direction. Direction is very important, we have to always define the direction. Generally we take counterclockwise direction to find the line integral, generally we take this counterclockwise direction. So, in this direction if you want to find, then we have to find the line integral of this curve from this point to this point. Now, let us see, along y is equal to x square, along this curve y is equal to x square, we find the value of dy. If we differentiate this, then we get dy is equal to 2 x dx, and it is clear that x varies from 0 to 2 along this curve from this point to this point. Here x is 0 and here x is 2. So, x varies from 0 to 2, the x takes the value from 0 to 2, then this line integral along C is equal to 0 to 2 y square. Y square means x square to the square of x square, that is x to the power 4 dx minus 2 x square, and dy is equal to 2 x dx. So, find its value becomes x to the power 4 dx minus 4 x cube dx. When we integrate this, then we get the value as x to the power 5 by 5 minus 4 into x to the power 4 by 4. When we put the upper limit, then its value becomes 2 to the power 5, 2 to the power 5, that is 32 by 5 minus this 4 will be cancelled out. So, x to the power 4, that is 16, which is equal to 32 minus 80, 32 minus 80 by 5, which is equal to minus 48 by 5. So, this is the final answer. By putting the lower limit, its value becomes 0. So, this is the final answer, minus 48 by 5. So, the value of this integer along the parabola from this point to this point, that is from this point to this point, is minus 48 by 5. So, in this way we have to evaluate the line integral along any curve. Now, let us integrate this function along the closed curve C. Here we have taken the closed curve C, where C consisting of y is equal to x and y is equal to x square in the counterclockwise direction, and next after evaluation of this we have to find the value of integral in clockwise direction. So, let us first find the counterclockwise direction. So, here integral I is this. In this, if you see here y is equal to x. So, this is the line y is equal to x, this is the line y is equal to x, this is y is equal to x, and this is y is equal to x square, this is y is equal to x square. So, this is the curve C1 and this is the curve C2. So, we have to find the integral along the closed curve O to this point along C1 and this from here to here along C2. So, in this case integral becomes the integral along C1 plus the integral along C2. To find the total line integral, we have to find the separate line integrals, and then we by adding both integrals along the C1 and C2 we can write the integral along the closed curve C. So, here you can see C1 is, we have defined C1 as y equal to x square and C2 as y equal to x. So, now if you evaluate along C1, so let us see along C1. Along C1 y is equal to x square and dy is 2x dx, and clearly here the coordinate of this is 0 0. So, x varies from 0 to this point to this point, x varies from 0 to 1. So, when we evaluate along C1, then x is equal to 0 to 1. By putting the value of y square as x square, we get this, and by putting the value of dy as 2x dx, we will get this expression, and when we solve this, then we will get 2x to the power 4 plus 6x square dx, and by integrating, by simple integration we can write the value of this as 12 by 5 by putting upper limit and lower limit. So, its value becomes 12 by 15 along the curve C1. Finally, its value is 12 by 15 along the curve C1. Now, let us evaluate along the curve C2. Along C2, the curve is y is equal to x, this line is y is equal to x. So, dy is equal to dx, and here y varies from, here y, the value of y is 1 and this is 0 0. So, y varies from 1 to 0. Here the direction is very important, we are moving from this point to, this point to this point, this point to this point. So, we are moving from here to here. So, it means the y varies from 1 to 0. So, here y varies from 1 to 0. So, again if we solve this for y is equal to 1 to 0. So, we have to replace the value of x in terms of y. So, here x is y and dx is dy. So, finally, we will get this expression, and after evaluation of this it gives 2 into y cube by 3, 2 into y cube by 3 plus 3 into y square by 2 from 1 to 0. So, by putting upper limit its value becomes 0, by putting lower limit its value becomes minus 2 by 3, minus 3 by 2, and finally, we will get it as minus 13 by 6. So, total integral, that is I is equal to along C1 plus C2, which gives 12 by 5, which is already we have evaluated along C1 12 by 5, and this is minus 13 by 6. So, its value becomes 7 by 30. Now, we can see that the value of integral in clockwise direction, this is the value of integral in counterclockwise direction. If we change the direction, from this, in this direction if you want to find, then its value becomes minus 7 by 30. Just by changing the sign we can write the value in the opposite direction. So, here 7 by 30 and in opposite direction, that is in counterclockwise direction if you take, then its value becomes minus 7 by 30. Now, let us consider next question. So, in first question we have discussed the line integral along the curve C. In second question we have discussed the line integral from a point to another point. In third question we have discussed the line integral along the closed curve C. Now, let us consider another question, that is, if f is equal to this is vector f, then we have to evaluate integral f dot dr around the triangle ABC in xy plane with vertices this and this in the counterclockwise direction. So, in this we can see that this is the xy plane, this is A, its coordinate is given as 0 0, B that is 2 0, this is B which coordinate is 2 0, and C this is 2 1 2 1. So, this is the triangle ABC. So, we have to find the integral along this closed curve ABC in counterclockwise direction. So, A to B, B to C and then C to A. So, in this way you can find the line integral f dot dr along AB plus along BC plus along CA in this direction, counterclockwise direction. Now, here f dot dr, what is the value of f dot dr? F dot dr of course f1 dx, that is 2x plus y squared dx plus f2 dy 3y minus 4x dy. So, this is the line integral f dot dr equal to this. Now, we have to evaluate the integral one by one. So, let us integrate here, it is f dot dr is equal to now this. So, we can see that this is A, this is B, this is C, this is C 2 1, this is 2 0 and this is 0 0. So, if you want to evaluate, if we want to evaluate along AB, then along AB y is equal to 0, this is the line y is equal to 0. So, y is equal to 0, so dy is equal to 0 and x varies from along AB x varies from 0 to 2, x varies from 0 to 2. So, here y is equal to 0 and dy 0, y is 0. So, we get 2x dx and dy is 0, it means this term becomes 0. So, it is f dot dr along AB becomes this, and when we solve this then we get 2 into x square by 2 from 0 to 2, its value becomes 4. Now, along BC this is the line x is equal to 2, this is the line x equal to 2. So, dx becomes 0 and y varies from 0 to 1, this y varies from 0 to 1. So, this becomes 0, this term becomes 0 and y x is equal to 2. So, it becomes 3y minus 8 dy from 0 to 1. So, again if we integrate this then we get 3 into y square by 2 minus 8y from 0 to 1. When we solve this then we will get the value as minus 13 by 2. Next, along CA, this is the line x is equal to 2y, this is the line x is equal to 2y, we have to find the integral from C to A. So, this is x is equal to 2y. So, 2y 2 dy dx is equal to dx and y varies from this point 1 to 0, y varies from 1 to 0, this is 1 to 0. So, y varies from 1 to 0. In this case we find this value in terms of y, then we will get this expression and the limit is 1 to 0. So, then easily we can calculate the value as minus 13 by 6. So, finally, we have find the value of line integral along OA, along OB, along OA, along AB, along BC and along CA. So, after finding the sum we will get the value as minus 14 by 3 and so finally, you can see that the value of integral in opposite direction will be 14 by 3. Next, if we consider this expression to find the work done along this, then f dot dr, easily we can find the value of f dot dr as this, and here x equal to 2 t, y equal to t, z equal to t cube, then dx, dy, dz are like this, and the value of f dot dr becomes in terms of t, this t in this form. So, when f dot dr becomes in this form, then we can find the value along the curve this. At 0 0 we can easily see that t is equal to 0 and at this point t is equal to 1. So, f dot dr becomes 0 to 1 dt, and after doing certain calculation we can find the value as 513 by 70. In next question, if you see this is the vector f, then find the work done along the line from this point to this point. So, here see the line from this, we can easily write the equation of the line as this, again x is equal to this, y equal to this, z equal to this, then dr becomes this by doing certain calculation, and at this point t is equal to 0 and this t is equal to 1. So, f dot dr in terms of this, and finally, after calculation of this we get the value of f dot dr in terms of t like this, and then finally, after doing the certain calculation we perform the integral with respect to t, then we get this expression and the value from 0 to 1. When we put the upper limit and lower limit, then we will get the value as 50.5. So, in this way we can calculate the work done by the force when x is given in terms of t from one point to another point. So, in this way you can find the line integral, you can find the problems based on application of line integral, you can easily evaluate the line integral when the problem is based on the application of the line integral, and you can easily find the evaluate the integral along any curve from one point to another point, etc. Thank you.